In this video, I want to talk about you, and I want to show you and tell you how you have the ability within you to literally change your life by changing your belief system, and you have all the resources you need within you to do that, and you can start right now. I mean, let's just take a look at you. I mean, you are a body, you're a three-dimensional body. Now, if we look at your body through an X-ray machine, we would see that your body is made up of organs. You have heart, lung, liver, kidneys, skin. All these organs come together to make this body. If we then look through a dark field microscope, we'll see that your organs are made up of cells, and you are literally a composite of 100 trillion cells, with each cell doing 6 trillion things a second. That's absolutely extraordinary. Now, 100 trillion cells, that's more stars and planets in our Milky Way galaxy, and you have all of that inside you. Now, if you break this down further, your cells are made up of atoms, and 99.99% of an atom is empty space. So here's the interesting thing for you. If we sucked all the empty space out of every atom in your body, what would be left of you would be nothing bigger than the size of a grain of sand or a grain of salt. That's how small you'd be physically. But that empty space isn't empty space. That empty space is energy. And if you look at Einstein's equation, E equals mc squared, energy equals mass multiplied by the speed of light squared. So the energy within your body makes up 99.99% of who you are. But where does that energy come from? Well, that energy comes from the way you think, the way you choose to think. Your thoughts, your words, your concepts, your ideas, all these things that are within your belief system. This is your power. Now, when you choose to change the way you think, you literally change the energy that goes into your body and changes each one of the cells. It's like reprogramming. In the same way you would open up a laptop, open a document, change a few words in the document and shut that thing down so you have the same document, but it's changed. When you choose to change the way you think, you change the structure of the cells in your body, and you change the vibration field of the atoms within your body. Now, I know a few of you may be thinking, well, hang about a minute, he's gonna go a bit mad, he's going a bit fluffy on me. No, I'm not. This is scientific evidence and fact. In your brain, you have 400 billion neurons. That's massive. Again, that's probably more stars than there are in the Milky Way galaxy, and that's within that 3.5 pound grey structure in between your ears. Now, these neurons come together and they form networks, and this is called heavy and associative learning. So once again, you can research this stuff, or if you're coming on a course with us, we're going to tell you and show you all about this stuff anyway. But when you choose to think a certain way, those neurons come together and they form networks, and the more you repeat that pattern of thinking, the larger those networks grow. So here's the thing. Every habit, every behavior you have is entrenched in a network in your brain. And the more you practice that and the more you think about, the larger that network grows. So people who are quick to anger, I mean, people like that, people say, oh, just the way I am, I just get angry. No, you don't. You've learned to get angry, and you have a network in your brain that's supporting it. And every time you do it, you're reinforcing that network, and it's growing, it's become bigger, so it's becoming a default option. But here's the cool thing. If you choose to change the way you think, you start destroying the old structures and building new networks in your brain. And this happens in the click of a finger. And the more you repeat it, the new networks grow and the old networks die. And there's even more to this as well. When you think a certain way, your brain sends a signal to the hypothalamus, which is the pituitary gland in the brain. And depending on what you're thinking or what you're saying, that hypothalamus will actually secrete what's called amino acid peptides, which will go and dock with every one of the 100 trillion cells in your body. Now, if you say good stuff, that brain produces good chemicals and it neutralifies the cells in your body. If you think bad stuff and say bad stuff, then the hypothalamus produces amino acid toxins which are not good, and those toxins interact with every one of the 100 trillion cells in your body. So you are literally taking control of your life by choosing to change the way you think. And by the way, look at the research done by Professor Bruce Lipton on this stuff, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This is research stuff. This is this has been around for a while now. I was going to say it's brand new. It's not brand new. It's been around for a long time. So you are a phenomenal thing. As an individual, you have universal power and you can choose how to use it. So what I'm going to urge you to do, starting right now, is to start affirming the good things about your life. Because I'll tell you what, some of you watching this, you'll be quick to affirm the bad things you do. You go, oh, I've messed up again, or I've screwed that up, or I've made a hash of that. Why don't you start changing the affirmation and the things you say to yourself, a little inner voice inside your head, and say good things like, yes, I'm good, yes, I'm creative, I'm successful, I'm going to win. Whatever it is you want, you've got to start by the way you think. And like I said, we do more of this on our courses, our 5-day courses, our 2-day self-defense courses, an LP course we're going to run at the end of the year. So that's something I want you to think about right now, but this is research fact. Okay, you can change your belief system. You can change the neurology of your brain. Your thinking can change the physical structure of your brain, and it can actually change the physical structure of your body. Use what's been given to you for you. Don't settle for less. You are a phenomenal thing, right? With huge capacity, huge intellect, and you already possess it. So start using what you've been given to improve the quality of your life and to change your belief system for the better.